Got my Diet Coke, ready to talk. Yum. This week, I'm going to tell a story regarding my beautiful eyebrows. Hey. Big, beautiful, black brows. BBB. Big, beautiful, black brows. BBBB. It's like BBC, but BBBB. Just kidding. God, don't be Googling. Don't be Googling. So, anywho. I'm so stupid. This week, I'm going to tell a story about my beautiful brows that happened in high school. But first, I feel very Julie Chen when I say that. If you watch Big Brother, you know. But first, I'm going to tell the answer to last week's plot twist. If you watched the last video, you will know that I was in the van holding the very naughty cake. And as my mom went into my grandmother's house to talk, option 3 happened. So if you guessed option 3, you were correct. I stared at the cake and stared at the cake and stared at the cake until it slid off and hit the floor. And then my mom, literally. So, totally understandable. Sometimes mothers lose it. And I would too. I don't even have kids. I'll lose it. So yeah, if you guessed option number 3, that is correct. All right, so on to this week's story. I was a junior in high school. We did this musical called The Boyfriend, and it's like a 1920s flapper Charleston type musical. All of the men in the cast had to go to this salon in town and get a haircut that resembled the 1920s. I was blessed with a full head of hair. I love my hair. It is never going anywhere, I hope. It has receded a little bit. Oh God, that's from the hat, honey. But, thankfully, I don't think I'll be going bald anytime soon. And no offense to anyone who's bald. I love a bald man. I love a silver fox. Nothing wrong with going gray, going bald. But one thing I will say is, if you're going bald, just shave it. Don't hold on to those last 3 strands of hair, because it's honey, don't be desp. Just shave it off. If I ever reach that point of losing my hair, honey, it's shaved. Gone. No question. I'm not going to have 2 pieces in the front wisping in the wind. No, ma'am. But anyway, so I have always had these very luxurious eyebrows, but once upon a time, I didn't get them threaded. I didn't get them waxed. Honey, they were overgrown like my lawn, okay? Overgrown. Basically, I had a uni, I think I probably did, but it wasn't a super uni. It was just kind of a wispy uni. If there's a difference, whatever. Shout out to the unibrow community. I am a former unibrow community person, but no longer, because I prefer my eyebrows to be separate, not conjoined. But if you are a conjoined person, shout out, be yourself, love what you were born with. And if you don't love it, then change it. Hallelujah. We all had to get these haircuts to be in the musical. And of course, I'm a kid. And I think I was a junior. I probably worked at I was working at Burger King, because the musical was coming up in November. And the woman who worked there, so sweet, so nice. The woman who worked there, she was like, oh, hey, I know you're busy this weekend with your musical, but after you're done, oh my God. She goes, I know you're busy this weekend, but after you're done with the musical, when can I put you on the schedule? And I remember just being look, I really like you, I respect you, but this job just isn't for me. And so I would prefer if this coming weekend is my last weekend. And she was so nice about it, because I was letting her know. She's like, of course, I understand, if you change your mind, you can come back. And then actually cut to years later, after I ran my first half marathon, I ended up in the hospital. It was a whole thing, but she was my what do you call the people that like help you to the shower and stuff? I don't know. I don't remember if she's like a nurse or like a nursing assistant or what those people are called, but she was that for me when I was in the hospital. So sweet. And I was like, oh my God. And like we kind of like reminisced and stuff. That's why it's like with a job, if you ever leave, like try and leave on good terms if you can. Obviously, there's like toxic workplaces and sometimes you can't help it, but just like get up and go for your own like well being. But if you can try to like be a good person and like give a notice, like because you truly never know where you're going to see these people again. Like I had no idea years later in my 20s when I was in the hospital that I was going to see her again. Thank God I had like been like, I respect you, you're so sweet, but like this isn't for me. And like there was no bad blood. And then like she was dealing with my bad blood. You know what I'm saying? Total tangent. Apologies from me to you. So anyway, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, so we had to go get these 1920s haircuts. And again, I had very bushy eyebrows at the time. They were not giving 1920s. They were giving needed to be cut by Edward Scissorhands. They were giving like full overgrown garden realness, just not cute, of course. But again, like nobody's cute when they're in their teens. Like we're all just trying to figure it out. There were no like tutorials. There were no like this is how you do your brows at home by yourself during COVID times. Like that wasn't a thing. This one girl in high school, she one time was like, ugh, you look like you have two caterpillars on your head. And I was like honestly, hope she's 6 feet under. Just, she's not. I know she's not, so relax. That's just a joke. She's not 6 feet under. All the best to her. Shout out. You know, now the drama club was not paying for this. We still had to like pay for our own haircuts. So, you know, and like I grew up in families where like my dad legit would like put a bowl on my head and like shave around it. No lie, that's like a true story. Like if I can find a picture, I'll insert it. But like I might be lazy and not find the photo, but if I do, I'll put it in. It'll be right here. So I really didn't go to salons much growing up. So like I really wasn't even sure like you know, what to do, but I just had like the exact amount for like the haircut and the tip, and I was like, that's it. She cut my hair. It looked amazing. So great. Like, she did a fabulous job. And she looks at me in the mirror and she goes, honey, have you ever thought about doing your brows? Now, this terrified me at the time because I was already called gay, queer, the F word, everything you could imagine I was called already. So I thought, well, shit, if I go to school with two fully beat eyebrows, honey, this is only going to egg the kids on more. Then I'm going to be the kids who gets his eyebrows waxed, which like now, proud, threader, waxer, I don't care, wax everything, honey. Put me up in the stirrup. Wax it, bitch. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be made fun of, but there was a part of me inside that was like, I kind of want to try this out. Obviously, I knew at the point that I was gay, and not that getting your eyebrows done make you gay in any way, but of course that's what people think. But I always kind of wanted to venture into like, oh, I would love to get my eyebrows done. Oh, like eventually maybe I'll do some Botox. Oh, maybe I'll get my lips done. Like, even though I like had no access to those things and I have not done any Botox or gotten my lips done or anything of that nature, have I done my brows? Absolutely. That part of me was always curious about like what is more out there, but I didn't know how much it cost and I only had the exact amount of money for what I needed done. I had no extra, none. I turned like red because I was kind of nervous that she brought up my eyebrows, but it very obviously like my hair was so clean cut and then my brows were like forest fire. So I was like, oof, I really, like, it would so complete the look, honey, and we're all about the look. I said, oh, how much does it cost? And she said, oh, you know, it's $8 or $10 or whatever she said. And then I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I only have exactly enough for, like, the haircut. And then she turned to me and she said this. Option number 1. Oh, honey, I'll do it for free. Option number 2. Well, whatever you have, I'll take because it will really complete the look if you do it. Or option number 3. I'll do it now and then you can come back at a later time and just give me the money. Don't worry about it. Those are the 3 options. Let me know what you think happened And be sure to place your guess in the comments below. If there is an area of life that you would like to hear a story from, please let me know that also in the comments below. All right? Hope you enjoy. See you next time. And hope this gave you a good laugh. Bye. Want more Paulie in the public? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.